All right, y'all, here we go again. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I put together this, well, not me only, but me and my team, man, we put together, um, a platform and try to create a situation where we could talk about things to help our community. And, we trying. We trying. We may not be getting it right all the time, but we trying, right? Hey, man, some people ain't even out there trying. They just talking, and they have all these good talking points. But they got clean hands. They got hands with no scratches on them, no bruises on them, nothing, because they just talking. But we trying to talk and do this stuff, right? So we put together, man, we put together we call that a nonprofit organization, man, so that we could try to attack some of these things that's out here, right? And one of the things that's prolific in the black community is violence against women. Violence against women is so prolific in the black community. I mean, some of y'all saying, "Well, I'm not going to donate, Clarence. I don't want to donate to you because I ain't going to donate, but I'm gonna still talk I'm still talk shit about the problem." Well, then, I mean, okay, you could talk about it, but why not donate a little something? Clarence, you want too much money. I just want to do it right. If we're going to do it, let's do it right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why should I ask you for $5 and I know $5 ain't going to get it? I'm not, no offense, I'm not Dr. Umar, man. I'm not going to ask you for less money than it's going to cost to actually get it done, right? We need that just to start, right? We want to take this message as far as we can on the globe, man. Get men to be better men. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Nothing, right? Well, Clarence, we don't need all that. I know we don't need all that, right? Let's watch this.
Turn to the spot where police say a woman was killed by her obsessive ex-boyfriend, and they say Janice Ferguson used her dying words to identify her killer. ABC 13's Luke Jones was in Southwest Houston, where her relatives held a vigil tonight.
It wasn't easy for them to come here tonight, but they felt it was important both to remember Janice and to fight for justice on her behalf.
Tonight we've come together as a family.
Outside the Turtle Point Apartments, where 23-year-old Janice Ferguson was shot,
Anybody else?
the balloons came as readily as the tears.
And as you see, these balloons are filled with helium, just as we are filled with pain and sorrow.
Sorrow, police say, brought on by this man, Ferguson's ex-boyfriend, 46-year-old Algie Washington. Thursday, her family detailed their split in 2020 and the 3 years of harassment and stalking they say followed, which Ferguson appears to allude to
the situations I'm going through right now.
In this video, multiple charges and a protection order, apparently not enough to stop Washington, allegedly tracking her down and killing her.
She hasn't even lived her life. She was only 23 years old, extremely healthy.
Okay. Okay. And this is happening over and over and over. But Clarence, girls are just as too. Okay, there's people over there talking to the women. I'm talking to the men. Let me get the men in order. Let me get the young men in order. Let me get the reentry guys in order. Let me get these guys that's just out here on the street trying to figure this out in order. We need to have a place where these people can come and where they don't have to drink alcohol or they don't have to have sex to really find out what they should be doing and then decide if they're going to do it. A lot of these dudes don't have to decide to do nothing because they ain't nothing to do, because they don't know no better. Oh, Clarence, they should know. No, they know, Clarence. They know. How? How would they know unless they've been taught? That kills me when people say that. Oh, they know, Clarence. They know. How? How do they know? How do you know that they know what they're supposed to do? How do you know that? And you ain't going to find out until after they do something, and then you got to walk that back to find out if they have prior knowledge or not. But by then, that's too late most of the time. I'm saying let's get in front of this train. Let's get in front of it. Let's try to stop it. We trying to stop it in the caboose. Let's try to stop it in where the engine is. Let's try to stop it where the engine is. You know, we just do stuff reactively all the time because we was never allowed to do things proactively as slaves and as second-class citizens or whatever they wanted to call us. Only thing we could do is react to what other people did to us. We were never in a position to move on anyone else, not even to save our own selves, right? But now we don't have that excuse. We have the ability and the knowledge to be able to do what we need to do to protect ourselves. How are we going to make a better situation unless we make better men? This is just math. This is just mathematics. Okay. Well, Clarence, ain't nobody doing it. There's some people doing something about it. I'm one of them. And me and my team we are a group of those people that's trying to do something. Oh, man, you can't do that, Clarence. Why can't I? Why can't I? Man, you going to spend this year on just bullshit. You probably going to spend about $25,000 to $30,000 on just bullshit. Gambling, lotto tickets, drinking, drugs, alcohol, whatever, right? Cigarettes, whatever your narcotic of pleasure is, you probably gonna spend at least $25,000 on it. Hell, help us. Okay, so you spend that. A little bit of that money can give it to us, right? A little bit of that money. We're trying to teach these young men, man. Trying to teach them about jobs. Who is out there trying to teach these young men about jobs? There's some people, I'm not saying nobody, but I mean, it's so low. It's so low. And by the time you start trying to teach them about jobs, most of the time, the streets already got them. They already infected with the bullshit. We trying to get them before they get infected with the bullshit and decompress them. You know, give them a chamber of decompression where they can get out of that mess and get a whole new thinking process, right? Find out how to deal with money, how to deal with relationships, how to deal with jobs and careers, how to maneuver through a lot of different stuff. So far as I know, I don't know no place that's openly teaching people to do that and teaching the kind of men that we need to teach them. Man, we got to start them out and teach them for free. That's what we got to do. I mean, it's a cost in teaching, but they can't pay it. So they don't get this information because they can't pay or they haven't been selected by certain groups that are out here selecting. Hey, I want to have my doors open to anybody who got the respect enough, who can respect us enough to sit down and listen. Hey, let's bring them in. Let's put them on the track so we can get them to, by the time they graduate high school, these young men graduating high school don't need to be doing stuff like this, man. They can't even take a goddamn L from a girl. I don't want to be with you no more. Oh my God, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna murk you. I'm gonna murk your mom. I'm gonna murk your dad. I'm gonna murk your kids. These men, they're out their minds. Girl tell them, I don't want to be with you no more. Smack, right? You want to beat the girl up. Wait a minute. The girl don't want to be with you because you are dogging her out. And so what you do in response is to beat her up. Like, if you leave me, I'm going to beat you up. Who is going to want to stay with you? And eventually, that chick is going to find some type of rat poison, and one day you're going to eat. Next thing you know, man, you're going to be in the hospital. Because people only take stuff for so long, man. After they lose the fear of death, you can't fear them no more, right? You can only hold death over their head for so long when they say, you know what, I ain't even scared of death no more. When you got a woman that say, I ain't even scared of death no more, buddy, Your hits don't hurt her no more. She don't cry no more. You hit her. You better be scared of a woman. You hit her and she don't cry. She just hit the wall, hit the ground, whatever, and get up. Wait for your next hit and hit the ground again. Buddy, don't go to sleep in that house. But anyway, man, that's neither here nor there. The point is, what are we doing? How are we going to get rid of these men that are out here doing this crazy stuff? Clarence, men, we don't need them. Men are okay. Men are okay. Men are doing stuff. Men are, it's the women the women are the problem. Okay. The women might be the problem, but the men are stacking the bodies, right? The men are the ones that are stacking the bodies. They're the ones that can't take the rejection. They're the ones that can't be told that they're out of order. Men are the ones that are having the problem. So, Clarence, you saying that women are just innocent? Women are just innocent? I never said that. I said that's not my job. Is not to talk to them. My job is to talk to the men. Men that want to change. Men that want a better society. See, it's cool to slap a girl around, and it's cool to beat her up, and it's cool running around murking these girls. Okay, that's cool until it's your daughter. Until it's your daughter. Most of y'all think like that. Most of y'all think, oh, man, what did she do? What did she do? I don't know what she did, but if your life wasn't on the line, what did you need to put your hands on a girl for? If she didn't attack you with a weapon or something, you really ain't got no reason to put your hands on a woman. That's the way I look at it. But a lot of these men don't. So help me, help us. We're trying to open a facility where I can teach these young men in Los Angeles. I can teach them. I can bring them in from Compton, Carson, Long Beach, Los Angeles, right? Inglewood, Watts, wherever, right? Paramount, Linwood, wherever they at, right? Let's bring them in. Let's bring them in, man. San Fernando Valley, wherever they at out there, Pacoima, wherever. If we can bring them in, let's bring them in. San Pedro, Wilmington, wherever they at. Let's bring them in, bring them down here, and let's teach them. Clarence, they ain't gonna listen. They might not listen, but that's okay. That's why we got two parts to our facility. We got a part where we doing the martial arts, and we got a part where we do the education, and we blend them together because young men need to see strength. They need to see power. They need to see how to wield. They know they have power inside, but this world tells them because they black, they got to hold their power in. Or they Latino, they got to hold their power in. They can't be powerful. So what they end up doing is eating each other up. When we can show them how to use their power, not to be violent, not to be aggressive. We always seek peace. Peace is what we always seek. But we prepare for the wicked because the wicked are out here. So we have to prepare for them. That's why we teach them survival. We teach them survival techniques, right? That's why we have the martial arts portion of our facility, or what we want. This is what we call. I'm talking it into existence, man. I'm talking it into existence. Let's stop letting these women run up on these men, man, that are just haven't been taught properly by another man how to be a man and how to take an L and how to just walk away. These dudes act like there ain't no other women out here, man. There's always 10 or 15 more women out. There's always women out here. And there always will be women out here. Okay, so therefore, if a woman tell you she don't want to be with you, okay, go find one that does. But maybe there's some stuff you got to clean up on yourself, right? Anyway, that's all I'm saying. I want to let y'all know that there's men out here that's doing the most, and we're not going to stop it until somebody steps in, a teacher steps in and starts teaching them. We got other people that's doing it, but we trying to do it. It ain't enough people, right? Jesus said the harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few, right? The harvest is ripe, right? There's a lot of these young men that want to get good teaching, but there's just not enough of us as men willing to step in there and do it. I'm one. I'm willing to step in there. Clarence, I can't go to Watts. I can't go to Compton. I can't go. There's too many gang hoods out there. I'll go. I'll go on your behalf. Can't go to L.A. You got the rolling 60s, rolling 20s, rolling 6, rolling 80s, or the A-trays. You got this, you got that. Okay. I know you got all those gang hoods out there. Okay, that's fine. I'll go. Send me, right? I'll go in your behalf. Just help me. Give me a place, a facility where they can come and the bullshit stops at the door, right? The bullshit stops at the door and we could check it, okay? All right, thank you. You will see in the description the GoFundMe that we have to raise the money. I want to raise the money to get this place open in 5 months, actually, in 4 months, actually, right? I would like to open the doors in June and raise this money, man, and get out here and get it and make it happen. And us all as a community, I want y'all all to share in me opening that door, man. I want to film that, and and I want you to help me do that, man. So the GoFundMe description is in the it's going to be in the description. If you can help us, $5, $10, whatever, right? If you can help us with whatever you can help us with, $1. If you can help us with whatever you can help us with, please help us, man. All we trying to do is make our communities safer, where we got men that know how to get a job, know how to sit in an interview, know how to invest their money, know how to sexually select for themselves. They're just on top of all that stuff for themselves. They know how to defend themselves in a situation without having to, fight or do some other kind of craziness. So we need to teach our young men that breeds confidence. When you feel confident that you can defend yourself from almost any attack in a hand-to-hand combat situation, that gives you confidence, man. You're very confident. Plus, it promotes humility, where you're able to understand and you're able to listen. You don't feel less than the next person that's talking. And then the next thing is, the next thing is it breeds, good, better relationships. Anyway, y'all, I don't want to keep talking because y'all know how I do. So anyway, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, man. If you can't donate, okay, I understand. Share this. Share this with somebody, man. Share it with somebody and make, share it with your circle and just pass it on. Because I'm going to be making these videos. I think I'm going to do one a day, if not 2 a day. I'm going to do some 2-a-days here. So go check that out. All right. Thank you for donating if you can. Thank you. Peace.